Hello Tech Genius, I am Ravi. Have you ever imagined a place where learning is as dynamic as the technology shaping your world? Then here's a deal. With iMatix, you can make sure the learning is exciting, impactful right from the beginning. You have interactive sessions with expert-led courses. In the world of tech, from data science to cloud computing, it's not just about a session, it's about doing, building, learning by solving real problems. So let's get started. Remember when we send a letter or to an invitational placard, right? To our home or to a different location, is somebody sending to us? If you remember the old days when we were child and when we used to being a student, right? People used to send us the invitational letter or a greetings card with our name but mentioning a care of address. Why the care of address is required? Because ourself alone it is, we are not identifiable, right? We as a child, nobody knows in our village. The care of statement, that is why we can care of like my father name will be there. If I have mentioned my father name to be in my address, everybody can recognize it. That is why we require two unique attributes here. One is our name. Because my father has another child, right, whom that letter is. That's what I also mentioned. First it will be my name. Under there will be care of address. Again another unique attribute we need. What is that? Our home address, right? Because in my village there might be many houses are there. To which house the address should come? There might be different person with my father name might be living in my area, right? That is why while you are doing a recon, it is asking a number of attribute to be unique. Like your object, ID object, SID, your distinguished name, right? These are the sum of the mandatory attribute it is taking. The job is finished now. Let's see. Just grab the log again. If I go to funding task, refresh it, let's see what happens. So still it is present. It's not processed. And what is the error? This time it is asking. Let me scroll down and see what it is asking. The job is finished here. And the team both working together. If you scroll down, scroll above, let's see what error. Total liquid process 1. And we got some error in the top. Let's see what is the error. Error in passing the JSON. It is telling select if you were from endpoint, attribute if you were at a. You must have an object to your object. SETI present in account attribute reconciliation field. I have mentioned this one, right? Then why this error again? I am processing which application here? Let me just have a look. Do I make any mistake? If I go down Active Directory demo, right? Active Directory demo. If I go to the security system Active Directory demo, the provisioning connection and connection, both are Active Directory demo only. This Active Directory demo connection, right? Account attribute is there. Any other attribute? Those are missing here. No. This is in the place. This remove account or accesses and might be this is causing issue. And the account is removed. But I am not moving to any other. You can keep it like blank. Not required. You see comms event. They say comms event. Account is correct. And this is your create a congestion. This is fine. This is your account attribute right. Scroll down. And the conciliation field. I believe we have to mention some status. Let's see what attribute I'm mentioning here. The reconciliation field. How it is mentioned? I have given in your double quote. Let me search it. Account underscore attribute, right? If I go down, how this happened? It's not coming properly, right? Let me go ahead and search directly in the document portal. And I'll mention Saviynt. Saviynt Certified Connector. And if I open up, what does the connector name? Saviynt Certified Connector. And if I open up, what does the connector name? Saviynt Certified Connector. This is your Active Directory. Open the Active Directory connector. In the Active Directory, this is Active Directory Overview, preparing integration, configuring integrating for importing account and access, configuring the integration provisioning on deep flow visioning accounts, configuring the integration mapping Active Directory. This will be basically your importing account and access. Click here. Let me go down. What we have, let's see. Here, let me scroll down to lab here. Connection. This is your connection parameter. Let me give a space. I was searching for account and attribute value, right? This is if I scroll down. Configuring account and access. Scroll down, defining search filter fetching account. This is your required time. Mapping account attribute right. Here we have mentioned the conciliation field as custom property 26, which is referring UBD, GYD, it is getting stored in 26. And they have referred the conciliation field of custom property 26. Directly they are not referring. First they are storing this object GYD in a custom property 26. And from custom property 26 they are storing it. I got the point. What we are doing, the error now if I go to the portal, Here we mentioned we copied the thing right. This I have mentioned object GD object is said it is scoring custom property 26 because you know I am deprovisioning this access, right? Here I am trying to remove from CVN to my Apache directory. The object GUID it is present in my access now. But now if I direct refer to this object GUID attribute, it doesn't know about it, right? It has already stored in one of the custom property that is 26. What I have to do now instead of this object GUID, it is referring to your custom property 26. Copy this and replace with this value. Ultimately, I am referring to your object GUID. Now if I copy this and let me go to the connection. This is your account attribute now, right? Let me remove this and paste it. And scroll down and save the test connection. If I run the job again, let me run the job again. And scroll down, start it. And type your accurate demo. And this is your remove access. I'm giving and submit it. If you see for this user, right? If I open this user, we go to the other tab. Or I can go to this tab, user. And this user 25262. Go to your account. Go to Active Directory account, right? Go to other attribute. See, it is asking for this attribute, object. And this object GUID is storing in custom property 26. When you try to remove the access, right? When you try to remove this access, it is referring actually this attribute. It will go try to find this attribute in my target application. Then you will try to remove. But if directly I'll mention, right, if directly I'll be mentioning this object attribute, object is ID'd. This object is not stored anywhere. It is stored under your custom property 26 only. I have to refer this attribute to different region. Now let's say the job is stopped. Let me grab the log again. Now go to pending test and refresh it. Oh, strange. Take it as that. Why it is not processing? The job, let it stop. It stopped here. It's telling job count is 1. Go to level versus 1. And what is the error we got? Some value are missing. It is telling. Why it is again asking for the reconciliation field that I have already mentioned, right? Is ID. If I go to activate, right? Custom property 26. Oh, how I mentioned, see, there is error. You see, can you recognize the error? Can you grab the error or see the error? See, it is mentioned in a double quote, right? Double quote. You see the double quote? But I have mentioned maybe mistake. It is a single quote. It should be double quote. Reconciliation phase is custom property 26. And I believe finally it will process my file on the job. Now we came to know it is silly mistake also can make a bigger problem. Submit. Let me grab the log quickly, and that's. I grabbed the log and I click on the refresh. Still it didn't process. What happened? Is it joking with me? What is the error here? Converter exception. Second, where I'm mentioning the first, I'm storing the custom property 26. It will be conciliation field. Or after that, the customer can go to the same object. Object Zoditro, after mentioning, I was mentioning it is a binary attribute. I believe I am mentioning the data type for this object to Zodi or Sidi. That might not my, that is why it is coming soon. Object Zodi has mentioned as a binary, right? And it is already there. The conciliation field I mentioned as a double quote custom property 26. And after comma custom property 26, only trying as an object Zodi and binary. If I assume currently there is a cross line happening. This object UD binary, it should come later maybe. First, it gives me the conciliation phase is custom property 26. I then consider as in custom property 26, comma, then custom property 26 acting as an object Zodi binary. Object D. Right. Has byte. This is how I am mentioned. Let me see how they have defined here. After that, they're giving comma right. One attribute may be, let me see display name. String comma created on this is comma, this is comma. Somewhere here I have missed the comma, I believe. Custom property 6. This is one attribute. Right? Status user can control account number. The sequence is in field which is coming right here. This is the problem. It should be, a comma should be there. and this attribute shouldn't be there. I mentioned the conciliation field. This is a single attribute, right? You are correct only. The reconciliation field, after that count 26, comma, and from here custom property 26. I'm mentioning object 0D as a binary. There is a misplace over here. Now I think it is correct. Only status double colon. User account type is number. Reconciliation field double colon and the control. Custom property 26 and custom property double colon as a by object as a binary. Now if I try this all only type of, that's why it is always referred to the copy paste instead of typing anything. If we keep on typing, a lot of error will occur. Even the small capital spelling also make a problem. That's why while copying the sample, we shouldn't type anything. What else? Hello, please welcome. Let me search this. Hopefully this time it should come. Let's see. Let me grab the log and directly go to the log instead of checking the pending task. If I go here, it is telling like total equal process 1 as usual. If we scroll down, oh, still there is some characters missing at character 0 of what Gale comes and passes and passing. Some error there in the. Now the error is a different one, not the same one. Distinguency in equal to general C and equal to DC equal to come to say. As a result, we say exit phase attribute. Error in error with exception. Exception passing JSON. Missing the element character 0. This JSON has some mistake, I believe. That is what it's telling. If I copy it properly, let me put it and let's see where I'm doing the mistake. Somewhere it is missing actually. Then this way we cannot attempt to know here to just make it a proper alignment. Then only we can get to know where we're missing. I may missing any comma or anything. It will catch up easily. Now there is no error in the JSON like object ready, but some character it is missing passing the JSON. This is your end. And what we missed, the constellation field is custom proper 26 to recesses object GYD binary. This is your end. And this is your start. Company is lost. Has a string. I think all is there, then why this error is coming when removing only? Somewhere it is missing something. If I look at the what, there is no nothing. Nothing right syntax. My current with the restriction, and this may be a student who isn't a field of accounts. Account ID is mentioned properly. Write account ID with the distinguished name. Is it there right? Account ID. I can ready with distinguished name. It is my property and the type is string. Only the reconciliation field that is, there. Reconciliation. And reconciliation field with custom property 26. Whatever, that doesn't matter actually. GYD binary has that is the proper. The conciliation field custom property 26, 26 again acting as a GYD has binary. This is, I believe, correct only. This custom property 26 belongs to my account attribute. If I go right, I showed the account right. This is my custom property 26. Basically, here I'm storing the object GYD. First year it is correct. No worry. And this is your account details like name, username, comments. Endpoint, everything is correct. What I believe, if I scroll the log, it is throwing error in passing the JSON. Missing value at character 0 of @Grail's conversion, parse 283. It's not exactly giving which line there is coming. If I go ahead, there is no error. Here also. That means the JSON itself, it is not getting kicked. That is why the problem is coming. We'll add that attribute get destination value sin equal to genome sin equal to users, comma dc equal to com, comma does c equal to Saviynt. This is the distinguished name. This is the same. Distinguished name is correct. There is no error or nothing else. If I go back to the arrow and select with that from and point on the point value, error lab Saviynt group A in LDAP service exception. Here it is somewhere throwing the exception. I'll uncheck the exception. Where it is failing, then I'll come back to you. Maybe it will take some time to me to grab the error. Mostly something I'm missing in the JSON, I believe. See this inside update provision tries. It came to now only. Somewhere it will be inside. Get attribute using. get inside get attribute using JIT or SID method. This is SID or object, JIT there it is causing some issue. After that only it went and it failed. Connection, it is getting activated. Calling provisioning account access. With security system it got, and it got the username. Merge. And all the errors also 985, right? This task also it found. After there only. It failed when it went to inside the get attribute. Using JIT or SID method. This git SID has a problem, or else I have to pass it. Any other value maybe. That's my API problem. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.